Thank you for tuning in with Enchantress. That's me, the babbler. That's me on this evolutionary high. Yeah, that's it. It's just on an evolutionary high. So spirit said record, and I said okay. And also for me to mention that this is me being moved by spirit in every kind of way, because this angle, like, it goes to show the leveling of growth for myself that I can see, because this angle is not flattering or nice to me, even when I'm looking at it, you see, and I'm just like, you know what, this person, it ain't about that, child. So I'm like, okay, fine. I look the way I look in this angle and be happy and proud of who I am as I take my stance, as I drive on these earthly lands. I'm like, okay, spirit, it ain't about these superficial vessel of a layer of another layer that is just not flattering to me right now. But you know, I still wear my crowns, so I'm like, okay. Anyways, this is not about that either. So I was, minding my own business, driving where I need to drive to, listening to my music, singing, working on my throat chakras, so that I can continue communicating as I am doing and evolving in my communication skills of being that freedom writer, because I am a writer, I am a writer, yeah, and, spirited soulful speaker that I is, this cosmic whiz that just keeps tuning in to this spirited bliss that got me on my poetic type ish, like, okay, spirit, you said record, what's this all about? So yeah, so I was like minding my business and getting my own, like, singing meditations in, and just, tuning in with, spirit, and just drawing my trance-like, stance of just being musically moved, and, working on my throat chakras too, you know what I mean? So then, epiphany, boom, like, whoa. So I even had to, like, while I'm like stopped at red lights, fumbling in my bag for my notebook that says create your own magic. Do you see? These are like where a lot of like my ideas, or like, sometimes I'm in the middle of doing so many things and I'm like, I gotta write these things down, you see, because if not, then they pass me, and like become distant potential, even more so because they weren't never written down, you know what I'm saying? So, it's always good to have, like, especially if like you're an artist, and I have such a hard time for so many years never identifying myself in that labeling system of artist, because I was so closed-minded to think that artist only meant somebody that draws, or paints or something like that. That's an artist. But there's so many varied, like, artistries that you can be an artist on. So, and I cover many of those fields. Yeah. So I'm an artist, an enchanting one. And so, if you are, we all have our neurotic tendencies and ways. They were saying artist is eccentric in many kind of ways, because they're dramatic on their, theatrical displays, because they're so connected to the emotional realms of things, what most of the mundanes of this world do not center themselves on in awareness. They just operate on like robotic, habitual beats that doesn't require you to think. You just do. It's like driving, although you should be paying attention and all that kind of stuff. I'm not saying that. Definitely pay attention to the road and to, be mindful as you drive. And don't be doing too many, things at one time while you're driving. I'm not saying I'm, above all of that. But, my senses, and it's not even, tooting my own horn, but you just have no idea how many things I can do simultaneously. A variety of things. And the mechanics of my brain, you see. It's just interesting. Anyways, I'm not saying that exempts me and that I shouldn't be paying attention while I'm driving. I am paying attention while I'm driving. More so to the road than to that. But anyways, that's not about this either. So yeah. So I was minding my business and just boom, epiphany, right? So I get out my notebook. I write down what's for me. That's not what this is about either. But then more, boom, epiphanies. Being received due to what I was receiving for me, that is part of the piece that I contribute to the whole, because each of us have things that we must discover within our own, wells of existence. When I, Enchanting Bible, my blog, when I created that, it sure has evolved, but the whole Alice in Wonderland kind of theme that, for a very long time, that was my background, and it's just about how far down the rabbit hole are you willing to go for your own evolutionary growth. That is just profound. Most people resist because emotions come up in that kind of mix. To feel so deeply and lack the skill set to navigate through those uncomfortable feelings, even good feelings. I find you ever been told in life that, hey, you don't know how to treat a good thing when you have one? You just sabotage it for yourself because you don't know how to handle good or happy or whatever, so you stir the pot, or I'm not saying that's what I've been told a few times or whatever the case may be, but these are the unhealthy patterns of behaviors you see, of conditioning that trickles out onto us, and sometimes people that may be the example that we need to see of the healthier or the flip side of the way to handle certain kind of things, that they're able to, help you with that. I did not just run a red light. No, that did not happen. Okay. Okay. So, what was I saying? So yeah, the first, this goes into that whole running dynamic, that flight or fight, and usually in those kind of realms of feeling, most people don't know how to deal and don't want to go through the process or the steps or even just that feeling, so they avoid it as much as possible, or don't dive in, or find substances that allow them to numb, or depending on their genetic makeup and astrological freaking blueprints, how one handles the substances that they use to suppress or increase or freaking numb, whatever the case may be. That's all changes with each individual, because some people use substances to not feel a thing, and they don't, but they do, but you know, they don't. Then some people, woe to me syndrome, you see, use the substances and then woo, they go deep, but unhealthy, you see, because they're just attached to that emotion that they're allowing themselves to feel now, but using whatever substance that they are using to intensify or the experience, like, and soak in it, you know, and that's sucky. It's like, you know, it's always easy to reveal the state of inner conditioning of a person when you see them drunk. How a person acts when they drunk is true shit, yo. Like, I'll go with that notion. I will go with that theory that a drunk person reveals a lot to you about their current state of conditioning. Seriously. So, you know, like when you see those angry drunks, when you see those overly happy, joyful, dancing, like, you know, or like, you know, whatever people, you know, pay attention to that. That's, you know, truth coming out. Then you see those other people crying. True nature is like, it's, I'm not laughing. I am. But, it's true. Or, you know, or people when they come out and they say that, you know, alcohol makes them braver in every kind of way. Yeah, sure. But whoever you are that's brave, that comes out using the alcohol as the pointer finger that you are pointing the finger at and saying is the cause of your current behavior, is still your own refusal of holding yourself accountable for a certain nature that exists inside of you. So however you come out brave, even if alcohol was the motivating factor that inspired you to be brave in that kind of way, whoever it is that comes out on that stage in your bravery is still reflective of you. The alcohol only enhanced you to believe or to perceive or to feel a certain type of, you know, comfortability, where it knocks out that insecurity. Because think about it, alcohol is like a yang substance. Yang is action. Yang is active. Yang is masculine. Yang is all those kind of like energies of activity. So of course it would be channeled by those that consume it to bring out their internal lands, because when you're consuming alcohol, you're drinking it and bringing it inside of you. So it's like bringing out. It's like that alchemy, like infusion, like a chemist putting together some ingredients that is creating this activity, this third party response. But anyways, this was not even about that. But anyways, I don't even know why I even went all over there. Maybe somebody needs to hear that. You know? I'm not saying being an advocate for alcohol. I'm not saying I never drank before. I'm not saying I never got drunk before. I don't get drunk. Now, I don't really drink that much. Whenever I do, I sip too. And I'm just not much of an alcohol drinker. done so in the past. So, and I think most of my alcohol consumptions in my life was when I was very young, and that was due to a very traumatic, I guess, upbringing, and that was my coping mechanism, you know? So, okay, that was not about that either. But what this is about was what's the right word? There may be current things in your life that are taking place, whether it be personal, internal, whether it be external. There's I just got like a whole pool, so whoever is going to be listening to this, like, one of these things could possibly be for you. Like, it could be, you know, feeling stuck in your career, not having the things that you think that you want, not struggling financially, trying to pursue your dreams, while shifting out of, you know, old realities or paradigms that you once were a part of, that, you know, is like, can this speed up any faster? Or maybe in relationships that, or having relationships with people that that are triggering in you growth and evolution, and feeling an emotion, or like whatever the case may be, or that you're just not, you are just not in the position that you will be in, that you would like to be in, or that you see that you are evolving and taking the steps to be on, and you're not quite there just yet. And not that you're complaining, not that you're ungrateful for where you are now, because a lot of growth has happened to this point. You're at a different mindset right now, so you're not being hard on yourself, and you're not like downing your current positioning, because you see the whole abstract picture. Although, you know, it still comes in pieces, you understand much better your placement, that you are currently where you are or need to be right now, and that even this is shifting and transforming, and there's still a lot of things that are being transmuted through you at this time. And maybe there are certain things currently going on in your life that that may not be how you fully want it to be at this time. Like, not that you're having expectations, because I don't want to bring in expectations, because it's just like, I'm going to just give an example, okay? It's like the beginning stages of dating somebody, but you're not dating, but you know, you have shared interests, you know, and you're getting to know each other or something like that, and you being in tune and in intuitive or just, connected, see the greatest potential of what this relationship can be like. So, you know this. Now, you know too that you are not to have a limiting expectation or outcome pinned on the